Gallstaff. You have entered the door to the north. You are now by yourself, standing in a dark room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls.
Where are the Cheetos?
They're right next to you.
I cast a spell. Where's the Mountain Dew?
In the fridge, duh.
I want to cast a spell. Can I have a Mountain Dew?
Yes, you can have a Mountain Dew, just don't get it.
I can cast any of these, right? On the list?
Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room?
I want to cast Magic Missile. A room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet.
I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile.
Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here.
I'm attacking the darkness.
Fine. You attack the darkness. There's an elf in front of you.
Whoa!
That's me, right? He's wearing a brown tunic, and he has gray hair and blue eyes.
No, I don't. I have gray eyes.
Let me see that sheet.
Well, it says I have blue, but I decided I wanted gray eyes.
Whatever. Okay, you guys can talk to each other now if you want.
Hello.
Hello.
I am Gallstaff, Sorcerer of Light.
Then how come you had to cast Magic Missile?
you guys are being attacked.
Do I see that happening?
No, you're outside by the tavern.
Cool, I get drunk.
There are 7 ogres surrounding you.
How could they surround us? I had Mordenkainen's magical watchdog cast.
No, you didn't.
I'm getting drunk. Are there any girls there?
I totally did. You asked me if I wanted any equipment before this adventure, and I said no. But I need material components for all my spells, so I cast Mordenkainen's faithful watchdog.
But you never actually cast it.
That is Summoner Geeks, which was actually an Easter egg in a video game that showed up at the credits, at the end credits. Anyways, we are back in World of Warcraft. Zelch knows what it is. I played that just for you, Zelch. But I'm casting Magic Missile.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
What is this playlist, man? What the... Okay, this is actually not a playlist. This is actually just random. Ever since I got Windows 11 installed, the new version of Media Player is whack, man. It's like much more difficult to use. Hold on a second. That was just like a random list. That's not what we want at all. That's not what we want either. That's not what we want either. Holy crap. All right, screw this. Screw this. Screw it. I missed the... I'm going to have to install like another piece of software for playing music, I think. Just because I don't really like the new version of that shit. Don't like it. Alright, let's just grind out level, what, 6? What level are we? 16? We'll grind out 17 real quick and then we'll do some... Then we'll start doing some quests. This is not hardcore. Nope. And I explained yesterday why I'm not playing this one on hardcore. But I can explain it again just for you, Sam. Hold on a second. So, okay, I was getting kind of burned out on the warrior because it was just such a hard grind. I figured if we're going to level that warrior to 60, let's just go ahead and do it on rest time because it'll be twice as fast. Because it was like, we were like almost 7 days played and I was like level 39. So I'm like, holy shit, you know, this is going to be like another, you know, like another 13 days at least. And I was like, let's just do it on rest time. It'll be twice as fast because most of it's just grinding mobs anyway. Because quests, I mean, we'll do some quests, but a lot of the quests is kind of pointless. So I decided I did something I've been wanting to do, which is I've been wanting to play a Protection Paladin because I've been watching a lot of people play Protection Paladin, and I've been watching a lot of people play it poorly, to be honest. You know what I mean? I've been watching a lot of people play it poorly. And so I wanted to bring sexy back and bring some love back to the Protection Paladin because I don't like the way I see people playing it. And I'm sure there's plenty of good players out there, but the ones I've seen are pretty piss poor. Of course, when you're watching like the hardcore death clips, it's like the bottom barrel, man. It's like like when you watch the hardcore death clips, do you think it's a coincidence that like 90% of the people that are dying are clicking their buttons? They're like literally clicking skills, or that their potions aren't on keybinds, or they're using petrification flasks that aren't on keybinds? I mean, do you think that's a fucking coincidence that they're dying? You know what I mean? Stat wise, they're stacking the wrong stats. I see a lot of people playing. I see a lot of people aren't using it, you know, the right kind of buffs, the right kind of gear, and just the wrong rotations. People not rotating through their abilities really very well. I see people like not really maximizing the pull potential that a Protection Paladin has. I'll see like level 45 Protection Paladins running like ZF, and they're just like pulling like 3 mobs or something, and they can handle way more than that. So just stuff like that. Mostly like not setting up their character to really mitigate damage very well. You know what I mean? They're focusing more on trying to DPS as a Protection Paladin. Protection Paladin isn't about DPSing, it's about mitigating damage. And, but anyway, so the reason I'm playing here is because, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I don't know if you've noticed, Sam, the Alliance side on the hardcore servers, the population on the Alliance side is going down. And it's going down pretty, in my opinion, pretty significantly. We're just not seeing, I mean, most of the people that play on Doomhow hardcore are on the Horde, or on the Horde side. And so it's just kind of frustrating when you're playing and there's like, you go to Stormwind and it's pretty empty. And so I really didn't want to level a Protection Paladin on hardcore, because what's the point? I mean, am I going to die playing a Protection Paladin hardcore? No, I'm not, right? Come on. I mean, I could do that in my sleep. And so what's the point? And then I want to play a Protection Paladin where I can actually, you know, tank some dungeons and do some tanking, you know, and actually, you know, play with some other people, you know. And so I figured, you know, this server's actually got a really good population. This is the PvP server, NightSlayer, I think it's called. And this server has a fantastic population. It's really good. You look at the auction house, there's over 80,000 auctions on the auction house on the Alliance side. So that's amazing, right? So yeah, so that's why we're here. That's why we're here, you know. I actually have a Protection Paladin on Doomhow on my other account. He's like level 29. So I could have easily just, you know, jumped onto that account and continued leveling that one. But once again, I just felt like, well, what's the point, you know? I mean, I'm not doing it for hardcore, because leveling a Protection Paladin to 60 in hardcore is kind of like the easiest, in my opinion, it's the easiest class to level to 60 in hardcore is Paladin. I mean, you have to kill Paladin 3 fucking times, right, to kill him? You gotta knock them all the way down, and then they can just literally like bubble and heal themselves to full. Then you gotta knock them down again, and they can just lay on hands to full. And then you gotta knock them down again. So you literally have to kill a Paladin like 3 times to kill him. So it's kind of silly.
Lovely. Lovely.
But unfortunately, to maximize this character, we're going to run into the same problem we ran into with my melee hunter, which is that, you know, getting some of the gear I need is like ridiculously expensive in the auction house. So we'll be begging other people on the server. I'll be begging Zelch, and I'll be begging people for gold. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to beg people for gold. We'll just grind out some stuff. Oh, I see Zalcini has come online. Zalcini! Oh, look at this fucking inventory. Holy shit. Shit, it's a lot of crap in my inventory. What is this worth? Am I reading that right? 23 copper? Yeah. This partially digested meat is worth absolutely nothing. I wonder if I could. How much money could I make doing like dragon scale leatherworking? There's probably like no. What else? Let's see. What are the recipes on dragon scale leather? It's really like one of the worst professions, right? I still want to do it just for the meme, the meme aspect of it, right? Let's take a look. All right. We've got stuff we can make. Dragon scale gauntlets. You know, not bad. Green dragon scale gauntlets. That's a lot of spirit. There's a lot of spirit. Blue dragon scale leggings again. These are more like shaman gear. I've always felt like the dragon scale work is really is best for shaman. But of course, once you get to black dragon scale, then it's pretty decent for like a hunter. Chromatic gauntlets. This isn't dragon scale. And where's the red? Red dragon scale breastplate. Increases healing. Yeah, it's mostly like healing stuff. You know? Healing spirit. What is more fantasy than killing dragons, man? There's nothing more fantasy than killing dragons, right? But yeah, it'd be like the biggest meme like profession. I'm just being lazy. I don't want to do a profession that actually requires work. We'll have to check the auction house. Actually, we need to check the auction house for the price of dragon scales. Like, if dragon scales actually sell for decent money, we'll do it. Fuck, we'll do it. We'll just fucking sell all our leather and dragon scales. Because that's a lazy man's profession, right? I mean, really, we're not going to min-max. I'm not going to min-max this character. If I min-max, I'd be going engineering for tanking. Besides, skill's greater than gear every time, baby. Every time. Oh god, I gotta level my fucking first aid. It's pathetic. Come on, give me something to kill. Give me something to kill! Alright, we gotta get serious here. We gotta put the gaming sleeve on. Gaming sleeve engaged. I got my blackjack bubble gum. I got my Mexican Coca-Cola. We're ready to go. We're ready to grind, baby. I wonder how often do you think those guys drop the magic candles? And do they stack? We're going to farm these magic candles just for use as a pulling mechanic for our Paladin when we're tanking. We can also... There's a couple different things we can do, but... We can get easy throw dynamite as well, just for pulling. Since it doesn't require engineering. And every time we throw a magic candle, Zelch, we're going to create a macro. Every time I throw a magic candle, it's going to say magic. It's going to yell magic missile. It's going to yell magic missile. Magic missile. We got to farm some magic candles, though. I think the drop rate's fairly... I mean, I don't know. It might take me a couple hours to get, like, maybe 20. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never tried to farm them before, so I guess we'll see. Yes. Everyone's welcome to the party. Bring that shit to me, man.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Where's this partially digested crap?
can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Boop, 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 boop. So my wife is out horse riding, which is good. She'll probably be home in 2 or 3 hours.
No, be good. See you soon. You got my attention.
Cadet boots. I don't know if we should sell. A lot of this stuff we can actually probably sell in the auction house and make a little bit of money out of it, so I'm kind of hesitant to just vendor a lot of these things. We're not going to get much for that.
See you soon.
So let's just do this quest.
Talk to me. Be good.
Ooh, level 19, nice. Bring that shit to me, man. Come on, level 19, what you got? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Okay, somebody's killing these guys. They are all dead. How many we got up here too? We don't want to. Quit killing my mobs. Quit killing my mobs, Weplash. You ugly little gnome. What's up, Shorty? I wish Zalzman always runs around and he sees short people. He's like, hey, Shorty. What's up, Shorty? Or he'll like go up to like there's like a gnome priest will run past him and say, "Hey, Shorty, give me a buff." Hey, Shorty, buff me, baby. Oh man. Nice. Parkour! This. Shorty here's killing all my mobs. Hey Zelch, are you on the server? Can you give me an invite for a layer swap? I think he's here. Oh, you're in Stratholme. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I see you're in Stratholme. I guess we just gotta wait for Shorty to get out of here. Or, let's see. Yeah. Definitely need a layer swap. This guy's killing all my mobs. Let's go up top. There might be some up here. And again, maybe not. There's two up here. He doesn't want to fight both of them. What level is he? He's 18. I kill you, Shorty. Alright, I guess we'll go to the hunter camp, since this is kind of pointless with him here. What do we got? What is this? Bear meat. Yeah, we don't need that. Is this progress report? Yeah. Guess we'll just sit back and drink some Coca-Cola. Always a good option. Oh, nice ding-a-ling. Oh, come on. Is that not the right spot? It's got to be the right spot. Don't give me shit. What are all these fucking people here? I'm gonna be fighting for these people for this quest, man.
See you around.
Ooh, Crocodile hunting. As if we haven't already slayed the whole population of crocolisks.
Great to meet you. Off with you.
Buzzards. Crocolisks. Which one has a timer? Okay, the buzzard has a timer. I don't think the crocolisks do. Is there really? No way. I didn't know that. Sweet. I did not know. Thank you, Zelch. I did not know that was even there. I just joined the global channel layer. Where'd all these damn buzzards go? Yeah, I see people layer. Nice.
Lovely.
We're kicking in lineage 2 leveling. Lineage 2 leveling, you don't loot. You don't loot mobs. Looting slows you down. There is no looting. There's only killing. Looting is for noobs, exactly. If you've ever played Lineage 2, man, when people are really grinding, they don't loot. They don't even fucking loot. They just kill. Of course, in all fairness to Lineage 2, the loot drops out of the mob when you kill them to the ground, so if something really important drops, you'll know because it makes a big sound effect. Like if a shield drops, you'll see like the shield hit the ground and it makes a certain sound. It's like a thunk. And you'll be like, oh, something good dropped. You know what I mean? So you'll know. That's my favorite thing. I think all MMOs should be like that. When you kill a mob, gold should fly out of their corpse and hit the ground. It's so cool. And it gives you much more of a dopamine effect. You're like, oh, especially like if like a blue item drops, because then the text over the item lying on the ground will be blue. And you'll be like, oh shit, blue. You know, you're not looting it looking at at the chat window. You know what I mean? You're actually looking at the item on the ground, and it's so much cooler that way. Okay, come on, girl. Come on, girl, you can do this. There you go. Come on, girl. We got this. But yeah, I just love that about Lineage 2. You know, the loot just flies. And it's cool, too, because... What do we got? Boars? And it's cool because, like, you can, like, spell stuff out on the ground. You can take gold out of your bags and throw it on the ground. And you can arrange it. Like, I could be like, oh, drop loot here and here and here. And then people will spell stuff out on the ground, like, you know, like X marks the spot, whatever. You know, you can write anything you want. And also, like... What was really cool is like we didn't have mail. You didn't really have a mail system in Lineage 2, right? This guy's gonna get my note, isn't he? Maybe not. Oh, I can't even do that. Not high enough mining. And so you would like find some place in the world to drop money on the ground. Then you would log off your character, log in your other character who happened to be standing at that exact place in the world, so you could pick it up. And that's how you transferred something from one character to another. Now, there were warehouses later on where you could basically put stuff in a warehouse and your other character could access it. But that required you to like, I don't think that was in the game day one. And so I used to like, and people would like pick your shit. Like if you threw a bunch of like money on the ground, somebody could just walk by and pick it up. And that happened. So I would literally like go to like a bridge over water, and I would jump off the bridge, swim down into the bottom of the water, and drop money underwater under a bridge where it wasn't visible. And I'd log into my other character who was staying top of the bridge, and she'd jump down and swim down and pick it up. Like stupid shit like that. Although we should loot these guys so we can skin them, I guess, but looting's for noobs, man. We don't need no loot. Why did my timer disappear? Did you see that? Why did my timer disappear? 9 minutes. I thought we had a timer here and it just like vanished. That was weird. We'll loot these just on the off chance that they drop like a green item. Because we can loot and run pretty quickly, actually. But it's just junk. Garbage. Ooh.
Hello. Have a good one.
Who does he want me to kill?
What brings you here? I am listening.
Old Sooty? Sure. Why not, right? Crappy bandages. These guys are not dropping the idols. I don't really want to fight two of them. I don't want to fight two. Maybe we can let that mage. I wish. Can I bubble it and drop it on? Let's see if we can bubble it and drop on the mage. Nah, we can't. He was running. He like. I wish this was hardcore and I could just bubble drop him on the mage. That would be funny. Ooh, level 20. Ooh, we got 2 level 20. Run away! Run away! Can we bubble drop him on the mage? No. Bummer. Bummer. On the other hardcore server on Skull Rock, I was actually grinding timber maw in Fellwood, and I ended up, and I had the camera zoomed in like this, and I had like 4 or 5 jump on me, so I just bubbled to get them off me. There was a feral druid outside my view, like outside of my view, in another guild, and of course all the mobs jumped on him, and he messaged my guild leader, and first he started calling me names, then he messaged his guild leader, and it was the guild Death on Skull Rock. Then he messaged his guild leader saying bad things about me. Then his guild leader started messaging me, calling me names. Then my guild leader messaged me saying that their guild leader messaged him saying that I'm a dipshit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was streaming at the time. And so I clipped it. I clipped the stream. And I sent it to my guild leader. I said, this is what I saw. And in my view, there was nothing. It was just me fighting mobs. 6 mobs jumped on me. I bubble, ran off this way. That was it. There was no other person, even in my camera view. You know, and I'm just like, come on, fucking douchebags, man. You know, if a paladin bubbles and mobs jump on you and you're gonna die, fucking deal with it. Throw some balls, man. Deal with it. You know what I mean? Actually, it's your fault. It's your fault. Like, you got to be aware of this. Somebody's fighting. Like, it's like if I go into like a dungeon or something, or like a cave or something, and I see a mage in there like AoE pulling, I back the fuck up. I am not going to get anywhere near a mage who's AoE pulling like, you know, 10, 12 mobs when I'm playing hardcore, because if he resets and ice blocks or something, those mobs may just all jump on me, you know? So I don't want anything to do with that. So anyways, it's more your fault than it is mine if you're fucking not aware of what's going on, you know? But I just thought it was funny that he cried like a baby. It's cold in here in my office. It is cold in this office. I'm gonna have to put on like a long sleeve shirt. Sam, no, I'm not. No. I went to bed. I started this stream 1 hour ago. Like 1 hour ago, so. Let me grab, where's my, nah, I don't need it to put on a long sleeve shirt. It should warm up here. Once the sun comes up and hits my window. No, I just started about an hour ago. Sam, how you doing? Must be, you're in Europe, right? See, it's noon right now, noon in Florida, so what does that make you in Europe? What is it, like 6 p.m. in London or something? UK? 5 p.m.? Okay, I guess I wasn't too far out. Alright, quest complete. Oh, yeah. Let's just aggro everybody else. Oh, wait. Give him some wisdom. There you go, have some wisdom. No, leave me alone.
How are ya?
I am doing fine. But we need to sell some of this junk. Holy moly, mother of macaroni, we got some stuff.
Watch your back. How are ya? Safe travel.
What do we want? What's gonna sell for the most? This one, right?
Keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Hi. Safe travels.
Your paladin is now level 54? Oh, hello, Mr. Geomancer. Oh, that person died? What? I'm like, why is this mob attacking me? You know, I'm like, what the fuck? You're level 54, and there's still spec I want to keep holy, but want to respec ret to prot for tanking and AoE level. I mean, it just depends. I mean, it depends on if you want like do you want a build that's good for tanking dungeons? Because if you want a build that's good for tanking dungeons, it's pretty simple, right? Let's see. Like if you want like a protection tanking build for dungeons, I can give you that really quickly. Let's see. This is basically what I use. Like for tanking dungeons, I would probably go with I mean, I personally go with this. This is what I use for tanking dungeons. It's like this build. But you can mix it up a little bit. Like if you don't want all the points in reckoning, you can go more into deflection if you want more mitigation. Now, if you want to be able to judge more often, you can maybe put 1 point into judgment here, just to give you judgment's kind of like your only way to taunt, because you don't have a taunt. So what you can do a lot of times, if you're in a dungeon and a mob gets away from you, you have a couple options. One, you can hodge them, right? Oh, that's another thing, is I actually like to go for improved hodge if you can. It's nice to have improved hodge as well. So I would recommend probably, let's see, let's get rid of this. Like if you really want to go for a build that can control the encounter, I probably would back out and go I would probably go maybe something like, if you really want control, it just depends. And you can play around. The one talent points you can play around with would be improved hammer of justice, reckoning, and then deflection and judgment. These 4 abilities are the ones that you're going to kind of play around with, because the rest of the ones you want. You definitely want improved righteous. You're probably going to want blessing of kings, just because people in the group are, a lot of times are going to want blessing. But you could actually drop blessing of kings, because honestly, tanking in vanilla, people like min-max so much that like rogues and stuff are going to blow their wad and try to do a shit ton of damage. So instead of blessing, a lot of people with kings, you're going to be blessing them with salvation to reduce their threat. So you don't have to grab blessing of kings. Kings is nice though. It is a nice buff just to give people for survivability. Great for hardcore because it's going to give people extra stamina. So if you're on a hardcore server and you were tanking, I would definitely recommend getting kings just so you can give people the extra stamina. But honestly, again, salvation is going to be your better bet for just keeping everybody alive because they're not pulling threat. But if somebody pulls threat, like a rogue pulls threat, your basic goal is to get threat back, right? So the easiest way to get threat back from like a DPS that pulls threat is to bop them. You're just going to put blessing and protection. That's why I love to get 1 point into Guardian's Favor, because it reduces the cooldown of my bop by 60 seconds, which is huge. Definitely highly recommend this. And you can also bop the healer too. Bop the healer, bop the D. Whoever pulls threat, you can bop them. You're going to hodge. Like if a mob runs to your healer or runs to your DPS, you can hodge them. But if your hodge is on cooldown, then you can bop them. If your bop's on cooldown, your only thing left to do is to judge them, to try to generate threat. And what I would recommend doing then is to weapon swap to a 2-hand weapon, so that when you judge, you're doing as much damage as possible with the judgment, and hopefully you get lucky and you crit with your judge. If you've got a really good 2-hand weapon, you swap to that. Judge, you get a crit. You might pull threat back with that. That's kind of your options as far as pulling mobs back when they run. But you say, what spec will I be when I reach level 54? My spec's going to be a little different because I'm going more for a single, like AoE leveling, just AoE leveling build. So it'll be, this is the spec I'll be running. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to go. I'm probably not going to go there. And probably, I do like to reduce the, what's the judgment called? What's the judgment? It is it, what is it, 15 seconds or is it 10 seconds? 15, right? Oh, it's only 10 seconds. Probably this. Oh, at level 54. So at level 54, I would be, let's see, 56. At level 54, I would be this. This would be my spec at 54. Okay. Can I just copy that? See if it goes right to my build. It should, right? Yes, I would probably go with this. You know, that way I've got Holy. I like Holy Shield. A lot of people don't like Holy Shield. There's a lot of people will argue with Protection Paladins on a few things. One of them, like some people say Holy Shield isn't that great for like tanking dungeons even. The thing is, Holy Shield generates a ton of threat. And it does use a lot of mana, is a big mana whore, but it generates a ton of threat. It's a great way to increase your threat. And so I love Holy Shield, but there are people that would say you don't really need Holy Shield. You could get rid of Holy Shield because maybe what would be better would be to get more deflection because that's just more mitigation. I personally am not in that camp because I feel like threat is can be a problem for Protection Paladins. But man, I'm cold in this office. Anyways, but yeah, that's the way I do it. But there's a lot of different arguments. There's a lot of guides out there. Like if you do a search for like Protection Paladin leveling guides, you're going to find like frickin' 10 bazillion of them. So, all right, where are we at? Some people take Divine Favor. Oh, yeah. Then there's the, what is it? Divine Favor. Where's Divine Favor at? Divine Favor. Fucking where is Divine Favor? I never take Divine Favor, so much so that I don't even know where it's at. Where is it? Divine Favor. It's got to be in the Holy Tree, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, Divine Favor. It's the one that reduces... It's not the pushback. That's Spiritual Focus. An activate gives you your next flash. Oh, yeah. That's another argument that people will make, is that they'll grab Spiritual Focus because they want to be able to cast like healing spells right in the face of mobs that are, you know, they'll do these huge pulls and they'll want to be able to cast these spells so that they can keep themselves healed up while they're getting hit by like a ton of mobs. I personally don't do that, and the reason I don't do that, I could see the benefit of doing that if you're trying to do like massive pulls. I mean like massive, like you're pulling like, let's say you're pulling like okay, I could see that build if you were doing like pulling like all of Scarlet Monastery. You're like, I'm going to pull the whole thing or something, and I know I'm going to have like maybe 30 mobs on me or something. Because then you do Divine Favor, and then you're going to cast your spell. You know you're not going to get any pushback, and you know it's going to be a crit. So I could see the benefit of that, but to me, once again, I'd rather put those points into more damage mitigation. Just because I don't do that. I don't go into a dungeon and pull like, 30 people. I mean, maybe I should. Maybe I should. But yeah, I mean, I just don't run that way. I can see why people would do that, but personally, I don't like that because if I'm putting the 2 points into Spiritual Focus, that means I got to take it out of something else, which means I'm probably taking it out of Improved Righteousness maybe. And if I'm doing that, then I'm losing that increase in damage. So now it's like I'm reducing my damage, which is reducing my threat. So if I'm grabbing Spiritual Focus, in effect, I'm probably reducing my threat, right? So, but that's just me. But I can see why people would do that, though. Saves you spend. There's, and I'm not saying my way is the right way. I mean, I'm not saying my way is the right way. I'm just saying that's how I play. There's tons of people that do it tons of different ways. So, and my recommendation is always to experiment. Like if you read something in a guide, right, and you think it sounds interesting, just try it out. Try it out. The best thing you can do is to try out different builds, because you will find that certain builds work better for you than they work for somebody else. Like certain builds I have may not be, I'm trying to see what it is that's causing that shadow. They may not work, like my build may not be as enjoyable for you as maybe one of these other builds. So your best bet is to always try, different builds and just see which one you like the best. My build, and I've played thousands of hours on, Protection Paladin. I've played a shit ton. Like there's probably not too many people who've played Protection Paladin as much as I have. Like when you go to my channel, just do a search for, Protection Paladin. I mean, you're going to be scrolling for a very long time to try to get past all of my streams that I've done on playing Protection Paladin. I mean, you're just going to be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and you're still going to be scrolling like for a long time, because I've done thousands and thousands, probably hours, playing Protection Paladin. So I have a ton of experience, but I'm not saying that means I'm any good. I'm just saying I've actually tried the builds. The reason that this build that I use is because I've tried so many different ones, and these are the ones that I like. These are the ones that I enjoy. There's still a few builds I haven't tried. There's one that we're going to do when we get to level 40. We're going to create a dual spec, and we're going to try going into a double AoE. We're going to try to grab Improved Retribution Aura with Consecration, which I've never done before, and see how that works out. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that write guides that aren't super experienced. They just do something. And a lot of people that write guides, what they do is they read other people's guides, and then they try it out and say, yeah, this guy said do it this way, and then I tried it this way. Oh, it worked. Now I'm going to write a guide that basically just regurgitates what this guy said. I mean, you see that all the time. You see that all the time. Cargos, when Classic WoW first came out, he did his guides. Cargos did a bunch of guides. But the cool thing, at least Cargos gave, credit to those other people and said, hey, this, I pulled this information, thank you to these sources, because this is where I got this information from, and that's why Cargo, I'm pretty sure I never asked him, but I'm like 99.9% sure the reason Cargo subscribed to my YouTube channel is because when he was originally creating the guides that he was creating for the original release of Classic WoW, is he saw all my Protection Paladin videos, and he thought, well, let me subscribe to this guy and watch some of his Protection Paladin to see if he knows what he's doing. I don't know if he really thought I knew what I was doing or not. Who knows? But because I'm sure his guide probably doesn't. Actually, we should look at it. We should look at Cargos' Protection Paladin guide and see what he says. But yeah. If you look at Cargos, I mean, I'm sure I've watched it at some point, right? Let's see. I've talked to Cargos before. Cargos, I like Cargos. He's a good guy. But if we go here and we look for, let's just do a Protection Paladin guide or something. Let's see if he's got one. Yeah, so he's got one. So you're going to see him, like you can even see in his guide. Now he's going to talk about different builds. Like Cargos, when he goes through these guides, and this was from 5 years ago. I'm sure I probably commented on this guide. And 3 months. So I responded 3 months ago, and I said, haha, oh my God, I just saw this. I'll be the judge of how good this really is, Cargs. I don't think you ever saw that comment, but I was just kind of teasing him. But if you look at here, you can even see right away he's got spiritual focus. A lot of people will go for spiritual focus because they really feel, and he's also going into retribution, which again, let's see. He usually goes through multiple builds, right?
In Duskwallow, it's a spot in the northeast of Duskwallow Marsh. Now you have sucks below you. Read out. It's this spec. It's this spec. You get parry. You get this. He's fighting against personally Sitrock record.
Yeah, so I don't want to watch the whole thing now, but I'm sure that he looks like he's building up some prop builds, and different things. So. Hey, what's up, Dragon Tales? Are you talking about? I could. It doesn't matter where I put my talents. I could level. I could level prot and make it work with any build, probably. But yeah, but I love Protection Paladin. Protection Paladin is my favorite class, right? It's definitely my favorite class in vanilla. Let's send all this shit to my banker so she can hopefully make us some money. Oh, we sold our stringy meat. I can't believe I sold that stringy meat. Let's send all of this to my banker. And she's just going to try to sell this stuff. Hopefully make us some money. Crocodile meat. Is that a quest? Oh, crocodile honey? What? Oh, the quest was just to get the meat? I have to look that up. I didn't realize that. Maybe I already did that quest and didn't even know it. Let me take a look at my quest log. No, we need to get the meat, but we still need to get the skins. Okay, cool. All right, let's not worry about that for right now. Yeah, Cargo's a super humble guy, you know, nice guy. He runs his little side out coffee shop in California. I bought some of his coffee. I still have some of the side out coffee that I bought sitting in the kitchen right now. Actually, maybe well, I'm drinking a Coke right now, but maybe we'll switch to coffee in a bit. We can brew ourselves up some Cargo's coffee. I've got the let's see. I've got Cargo's. Anybody notice that Discord is really slow at loading lately? I mean, I know I've got quite a few servers, but this is kind of ridiculous how slow Discord's been loading lately. And it's not my computer, because my computer is very fast, or at least pretty fast. Anyway, so here's the coffee. So he made this coffee, and he basically just took one of his like breakfast blends and just basically reskinned the bag to make it look like the Barrens. See how it looks like the Barrens in the background, the desert and everything, cactus apple. But I actually bought this cactus apple. It was actually pretty good. Yeah. So if you guys ever want to buy some coffee from Cargos, go out to siteoutcoffee.com, right? And you can go here, and here's his coffee. It's good coffee. Actually really good. I highly recommend it. It's a little bit pricey, but you know, coffee's expensive. I think I usually drink Dunkin' Donuts medium roast, which is like, but his is actually better. I will say that his is better than Dunkin' Donuts medium roast, because Dunkin' Donuts medium roast is a little bit bitter compared to his coffee. So I will give it that. And that's, you know, I'm not a huge connoisseur of coffee, but I've been drinking coffee my whole life. I love coffee. So anyways, whatever. Yeah, he's got his own little coffee shop. Yep.
What can I do for you? See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
All right, let's go take out this other quest that's really easy. What other quests do we have? We can turn this one in, do this one. We can grab this one. What is this? Oh, this is the crocodile skins. Yeah. We just need to get to really we only need to get one more level, and then we can just go do Lakeshire. So we're not going to be here much longer. Lakeshire is more efficient leveling than Loch Modan, so. Oh man, our dragon buff's only got 27 more minutes. Look at this layer. Let's create a new tab for this. Create a new window. We're just gonna call it layer. Right? And then we're just gonna go to global channels, right? Layer. And then let's get rid of layer here. Leave 4. So I can't even read that channel. So that shit. Yeah, Cargos loves WoW. Yeah, Cargos is like me. I mean, I will never say that WoW is my favorite game, believe it or not. My favorite game of all time will always go down in history as Unreal Tournament 1999, because I just spent like 6 years of my life playing that game. After my first divorce, all I did was play Unreal Tournament for like 6 years. And I was like god level, I was like really, really good. And I just had so much fun in that game. Like it was just, I had more fun in that than I ever had in this. But it was because it was different. It was more of a competitive game. I was like competitive, and I was like top tier. I was, in clans, and I was, holy shit, there's a dog out my window making some hellish noises. And I was like so good. I've told this story many times, but I was so good at Unreal Tournament. I got banned on servers all the time because people thought I was cheating, but I wasn't cheating. I was just that fucking good. I get banned for aimbotting all the time, even though I wasn't aimbotting. I was just playing the game. So.
Off with you. Watch your back.
What is this one? Take some extra quests to longer Stormwind. Go get... Yeah, we can do the mine. This is easy quest. Easy, easy. I still have screenshots, though. I still got it. Let's see. Library. These are from the 2003 version, but here's the original. This is like the 1990 version of Unreal Tournament. Look how small the screenshot is. This is back when we were playing games on 640 by 480. You know, look at me playing, you know. I loved Unreal, you could go into a server and just change your nickname anytime you wanted. Like, anytime, right? So you'll see me with all kinds of different names. Cranial Assault, 160. Look at it. It's just like, you know. Bumbershoot. This guy, though, these two guys own. I was in the same guild with these guys for a while. Owned Gravity and Fury. They were some of the best players that I ever played with. Unbeliever. There's Gravity. Me and Gravity. You can see he was only in the match 17 minutes. I was 29. That's why his score wasn't as high as mine. But you put me and him on a team together. The other teams doesn't have a chance. This guy on point. Like, I played only 1 minute longer. This guy was considered to be one of the best players in this circle of players. He was considered to be one of the best. In this match, I more than almost tripled his score. And he was considered to be like one of the best players. But that just shows you how much better I was. You know, I dominated. Look at this game here. 131. You know, I just dominated these people. This guy here, Hashpipe, also considered to be one of the best players in the circle of the players I played in. And I, again, just dominated him. You know. Yeah. I was on a different level. I was on a different level than most of those players, to be honest. But I played, I played. You know, like I said, I got my first, my first divorce was way back in, was back in, I don't know, like 2000 or something. So I was so depressed from that all I did was play Unreal Tournament. I ate, slept, drank Unreal Tournament. I played it like 8 hours a day, every single day for like 3 years. So of course I was good, Plus I have naturally like amazing reflexes because I'm a big tennis player, racquetball player. And so I have phenomenal reflexes, and even at my age now, how old I am now, I still have really, really good reflexes. And my coordination is good because I don't do those types of things anymore. I don't do those types of really high precision coordinated, sports anymore. Although I might play, I got a new tennis racket though, and I got some new tennis sneaks. So I'm thinking about buying a tennis ball machine and just doing like tennis drills because I got a tennis court up here right next to where I live, and I'm thinking about getting back into tennis just to get into shape, get in better shape. No, Unreal Tournament didn't kill my marriage. It was after my marriage. After I had divorced is when I started playing it. So it didn't kill my marriage. It was what kept me from losing my mind. You know what I mean? You're 39? No, Unreal Tournament is what kept me from losing my mind. It was like when I was depressed after my divorce, that's when I started putting my life into Unreal Tournament, But I was so good that when I got into servers, like when I would get into a server, everybody knew who I was, right? And we played capture the flag matches, right? You were usually playing like 135 low gravity, like low gravity, like 135 air control. I'm sorry, 135 game speed, 35 air control, or 155 game speed, 55 air control. We usually playing one of those two modes, right? And when I logged into those servers, people would be like, "Oh shit, we lost, we lose." They literally, like, if I was on a team, the other team knew they were going to lose. They just knew. It's like, it's over. And I'd say, like, maybe like 19 times out of 20, or maybe 29 times out of 30, that was probably true, Like, if I was in the game, I won probably like 95% of the time, basically. It's pretty rare that I would lose. There were players that were better than me. Although I would say there weren't too many that were better than me in Rockets only mode. I was probably the best at that. There'd be people that argue with me, but that's, I was the best. I was the best at that. There was a specific mode of Unreal that I think I was the best. But there were other people that were better in different aspects of the game. Like Fury, oh my god, Fury was like unbelievable. You want to talk about somebody who had amazing reflexes? That guy's reflexes were fucking uncanny. Yeah, but I could talk about Emerald Tournament for hours. I love that game. That was a great game. My favorite game of all time. What you got, man? What you got? Well, it's an old game. I mean, Unreal Tournament, that was 1999. Like, when I was playing it all those years and I was so good at it, that was in 1999 to, like, 2002, you know? That was a long time ago. Well, you played Counter-Strike, yeah. I played Counter-Strike. Tactical Ops. The problem with those games is, I always refer to it as, like, walking through mud. Because they're not fast-paced games. They're not team shooters, really. You know what I mean? Like, games like Tactical Ops, like Counter-Strike... games like Battlefield, you know, those, you know, you don't have movement, you don't have dynamic movement, you don't have various types of ways that you can move other than just you're like this, just walking, you know. So it was a very slow-paced game. It was more about just how good your aim was. Whereas games like Unreal Tournament or Gotham City Imposters or Overwatch, you know, movement was a skill at an entirely different level. Like, you could be really, really good at shooting, but if you weren't really good at moving, that's a really big deal, right? Like, there were players in Unreal Tournament that were so good at moving, you could think that you had like the best aim out of any player in the game, and you could go up against somebody who just moved so well you couldn't even hit him. You couldn't even hit him, and it's just because they knew how to move. They knew how to juke, you know, left, right, the right time, move at the right time. They would do these weird things. You know, they would kind of go like this and stutter, and because Unreal Tournament was pixel perfect, right? I mean, Unreal Tournament was hit scan. And what I mean by that is, you know, your aiming cursor, like the cursor I used was about 8 pixels in size, it was just a little aiming dot. It was hit scan, like you had to have the cursor touching the pixels that were part of the head of the enemy to get a headshot. Overwatch didn't work like that. Like, if I was trying to shoot this person, like my character here, in Overwatch, and my hand is the aiming cursor, if my hand was here and I fired my gun, I would still hit, because Overwatch uses it has very forgiving hitboxes. Like, there's a range outside the area of my head which is still a hittable target. But in Unreal Tournament, that wasn't the case. If I was shooting here, I would miss. If I was shooting right, you know, probably right here, I would miss. You know, you had to be in contact with the actual pixels, you know, the actual polygon of the character. And, you know, games like, what's the other big, like, not Quake. Quake would be another one. Quake and Unreal Tournament were very similar. You know, both hit scan. Yeah, Overwatch had a pretty forgiving hitbox, which was a good move on, was a really good move on Blizzard's part, because, you know, games having aim good enough to play something like, there's a big separation, you know, between people that are so good that they have that kind of pixel perfect aim. Versus people that are just, you know, they have good game, but not that level of aim. You know, there's a big difference. Yeah, we're going to lose our dragon buff pretty soon, so we'll probably head back to Stormwind. We have some quests to turn in anyway. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a refresh on our buff.
You got my attention. Be good. Off with you. Talk to me. Watch your back.
We'll level our. We're level 17. What is this? Old Sooty's head. I want to fix this fucking shit. Hold on a second. I'm kind of pissed off that I want to get this playlist working. I don't know what's going on with this shit. Recent media. I want play. Properties. Mini player. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go to Lakeshire pretty soon. But yeah, games like Counter-Strike, Tactical Ops, Battlefield, those games, I always say it feels like you're moving through quicksand because, you know, you're like this. You're like, you're not even moving this fast in those games, you know what I mean? You know, games like Unreal Tournament, because the thing is, in Unreal Tournament, the modes we always played were 135-35 or 155-55. And what I mean by that is 135 means 135% game speed. So you're moving 35% faster than normal. And then 155 is 55% faster. And that's fast. And then in Unreal Tournament, you have a double tap dodge. So when you double tap a certain direction, your character dodges. Well, when you're doing like 35% increased movement speed or 55 and you double tap dodge, you're flying across the screen very quickly. And also, we typically played mostly low gravity. So if I double tap dodge, I'm literally flying. Like if I was standing right here and I double tap dodge, I would probably land, you know, over here. You know, like I would go from here all the way to here because it's low gravity. I would dodge and I would fly up through the air and I would land like here. Right. So the movement was different. And then there was the translocator, which throws out like an object that flies through the air. And then when you use it again, you teleport to that location. There's also piston jumping, where you have a piston that shoots like an impact hammer type thing. And you could basically be running like this with the piston, cue up the piston, jump, and then fire it at the ground. And when it hits the ground, it would launch you through the air. So there's piston jumping, there's bio rifle jumping. So there's lots of different ways to move, right? I'm sure I can show you. There's still some videos out there on YouTube that kind of demonstrate this. Most of them are crappy videos, but they still demonstrate it. This was a very famous movie from 18 years ago called The Trick Movie. This was actually a really famous video. But this guy was basically demonstrating different tricks, you know. So he's going to jump up, he's going to use the piston to jump, and then he's going to piston jump again. So he's using the piston to see he shot the ground with a piston hammer, and that launched him up in the air. And then he got up against this part of the wall, and he shot the piston again to launch him again. This is low gravity, of course. Actually, no, this is not low gravity. But again, that's the piston hammer. That's the shot combo. You fire the secondary fire, shoot it with the primary fire. It explodes, does a ton of damage. So he's demonstrating the shot combo there. Here he's going to do the Redeemer. So he had the Redeemer, which is like a massive rocket. What he did there was he purposely killed himself with the Redeemer to launch the flag to his base. So he's basically sending the enemy flag to his base by killing himself, but now his teammates can pick it up when it lands and score the flag, right? So now look, the flag lands right now. Now all his teammates have to do is, or also he can do it himself. He killed himself, so he's going to respawn. He could just respawn and grab it and cap the flag. So there's all these. That's what made Unreal Tournament so cool. Is there's so many little tips and tricks. You know, here he's using the bio rifle. So the bio rifle throws this goo on the ground that sits there for a certain amount of time, but then it explodes. So it's hard to see in the video, But what he does is he shoots the bio here, and this green goo will sit there for a few seconds, and then it will explode. So he throws it, creates a bunch of it. Now he's going to grab the flag. The goo is going to explode, and that's what's going to launch him. See how it kind of blew up? You can see he's taking damage. The stagger animation that will turn, your head kind of dips downwards, and you kind of go into this like kind of stunned phase. That just shows you that he took damage. Okay, and so that's his way to grab the flag and launch, right? Same thing here. It's going to explode, launch him. He's going to do it again probably here. Now he's using multiple pieces of bio. One's going to launch there, then that's going to hit that corner, and that's going to launch him up. Same thing here. This is a little bit more of a difficult one. That's actually a more difficult one to pull off, so that's actually pretty good. Pretty good skill with that one. And I think he's just using the piston hammer there. No, he's using the translocator. Hard to tell. Remember, these videos are really, really old. Now, this little orange thing on the ground is the translocator. So when you use the translocator, it throws out this little circular disc, and when it lands on the ground, it kind of has a little antenna that comes out, and it kind of pulses, just to let you know where it's at. So he actually, now I don't really see why you'd want to do this, but what he did was he actually used his piston hammer to shoot the translocator. I'm not sure why you would do that. See, because you can just throw the translocator. But anyways, you can see there's the translocator. Like I said, there's a little antenna that comes out of it. So he basically shot it with the piston hammer and then teleported to it. Again, there's no reason to do that because you could just shoot it out manually with your left click button to that location and right click to translocate to it. So there's really no reason to do that. I'm not sure why he would do that. It's kind of weird. I'm just being. This is pretty cool. Where he's jumping across the front of this. That's pretty cool. Now this is 100% low gravity, right? This is not regular game mode. You can't fly across the screen like that without low gravity. Oh, maybe maybe no. Actually, I don't think it was low gravity. That's pretty cool. This is the instant. No, it's a shock rifle. It's just using a different color. That's the shock rifle's color is based on team. The red team, blue team. So it's just red because he's on the red team. I always play blue team. So. And here he's going to probably do shot combo. Yeah, shot combo. Killed the guy coming out. Flag. Here it shows you the shot combo. Secondary ball fire. Then primary fire hits it. Does a ton of damage. Anyways, yeah. You gonna walk the dog? All right, man. I'll see you. Anyways, I'm here in Iron Forge. I think we had a quest to turn in, didn't we? I thought we did. Yeah, we do. Hall of Explorers. Hall of Explorers. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. I think I already did. I already hit the weapons trainer and got one-hand axes and two-hand axes. So we did that already. We're level 17, so we could just go ahead and do. We'll probably go do Lakeshire now anyway. I just want to see if we can get a refresh on the dragon buff. Nah, we're not. There's no layers that are going to drop it. Wow, there's only 3 layers right now? That's kind of surprising. Yeah, I already hit the weapon trainer, so we should be good there. I still haven't decided what professions I'm going to do. I'm still kind of up in the air on professions. You think engineering? Yeah, I probably should do engineering. Yeah, you're right. I don't have it currently. Right now we just have skinning and mining because it's just, you know, good money making. Yeah, we'll probably do engineering. Although alchemy's good though. I don't know if you looked at the auction now, Zelch, but man, the here, hold on a second. Sorry, the music was too loud. So alchemy, the prices of potions and stuff are super expensive. Yeah, both would help with AoE farming. I mean, alchemy's good. I mean, we could use frost oil in tandem with flurry axe for a little bit of extra damage. And then just, you know, alchemy's good, but we can buy the rest of we can buy the potions though. That's the thing. You know, and I kind of talked about this before. Like with engineering, you can't use all the engineering stuff unless you know engineering. So, you know, I mean, we could do both. We could do alchemy and engineering, but then we'd have to have another character that farms all the materials.
King's honor, friend. Safe travels.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably go engineering, and then maybe when we get enough materials and stuff, we'll pick up alchemy at a later point. I don't know. We'll just go engineering and just see how it goes. We can sell. I mean, do the. Let's go. We have to go see what the bone fragments sell for, because we can farm bone fragments too. Excuse me.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
I'm gonna have to close my window. There's somebody making some fucking noise outside my building here. It's really annoying. Like all morning long, all I've heard is like just racket outside outside my window. What the fuck they're doing out there? I'm hearing like ladders and all kinds of shit. Yep, there goes the dragon buff. There goes the dragon buff.
Greetings.
More fucking noise. Hold on a second. And I shut my window, I could still hear that fucking crap. Guys out there like drilling. We got, oh yeah, we got some blues that I bought. Let's see. Level 21, but all these are like higher level, yeah. Level 19 is the earliest, the shield. Alright. Let's just list these auctions real quick. I wonder how much this sells for. 29 silver. Ooh. Interesting. No dragon buff. 1 hour and 37 minutes is the closest reset. I can't believe there's only three layers going on right now. That's kind of surprising. I guess it's still fairly early.
Light be with you.
Wait a second.
Alliance.
I came all the way to Stormwind, and I've got a quest to turn in. Shit. Let's turn this in. I hate this. I hate this. We need to level up skinning. We either need to level up skinning or drop skinning. Are we going to keep skinning? I think we should keep skinning because it's a good way to make money. We don't really need to level up engineering yet, do we? Actually, no, we can for the headpiece. You know what? Let's drop skinning. Because we can get the headpiece, you know, the little goggles. That'll be a little bit extra stamina. Plus, they look cool, right? So we're going to dump skinning. We're only two levels and it's like 7 bars from 20. Which means consecration. Maybe we should probably pick up the Dead Mines quests, even though, just in case we do Dead Mines anytime soon.
Great to meet you. Be good. Safe travels. What's on your mind? What's your back?
My, you're a tall one. Good day to you. You have a great day now. welcome.
Do I need a blacksmith hammer for? I can't remember if I need that for. We'll get it if we need one. I'll get it if we need one. Oh, Zelch, we need an epic weapon. Zelch, I need to get an epic. What's the lowest level epic we can get? Well, you know, the flurry axe is 42. Right? Level 42. Which is insane, right? Because it's really best in slot until you get, like, better raid gear, you know? Flurry axe with life stealing. It's probably my best. It would be nice to have 2 flurry axes, because we could do one with life stealing, but it's also nice to kind of have that, like, AoE fire enchant from the Badlands on another one as well. Oh, man. Where am I doing? Where am I going? What am I doing? Let's go see if we can get... Maybe we should go see if we can get some magic candles. Nah, I guess we'll do that later. This guy in his PvP gear.
Well met.
We do have a quest in Westfall we can do now. We can knock this quest out. The People's Militia. We also have a quest to turn in, so let's knock that out. We could also, if we wanted to, run to go over here and turn in the Keeper of the Flame. I think I still have enough. Unless I got rid of the oil, which it looks like I did. Oh well. Maybe we won't do that one.
You're alive. How disappointing.
Need help? Be careful of the Alliance.
Also
Be careful.
survived. No thanks to you. Did I not bring you some glee, mister? Oh, look at me. Now I'll burn all the memories of you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been the most beautiful audience. Remember to toss a coin if you can. If anyone needs me, I'll be at the bar. What for the earn? It's the point of no return. After everything we did, we saw. You turned your back on me. What for? To earn. What's that butcher burn? At the end of my days when I'm through, no word that I've written will ring quite as true as burn. Burn, butcher, burn. Burn, butcher, burn. Burn, 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 burn. Watch me burn all the memories of you.
What happened to Layer? What happened to the Layers channel? I don't see it under global. It's gone.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I think we're still in the same layer. Oh, well. Yeah, I know we are, actually.
Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, shit, there's like ore everywhere over here. Oh, I can't do tin, though. I should spend some time getting my mining up since we're doing engineering.
Lovely. Lovely.
Oh, I can't wait till we can get like consecration. 2 more levels.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I can't believe we only got 1.
Lovely.
Wow, I can't believe I only pulled 1 there. That's insane, man. What is that? What is that wizardry?
You can kiss your ass goodbye. Lovely. You were screwed. Lovely.
Oh, 4 mobs? Really? Really?
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You were screwed. You were screwed.
All these horde could have just killed me, right? I'm like, I keep forgetting I'm on a PvP server. Am I not flagged? I guess I'm not flagged. Okay. I guess this is still a safe zone. Otherwise, I was like, those guys would just straight up kill me. You know, it's going to be fun, Zelch, when I get higher level, because Protection Paladin's not the best PvP class, so we're going to be getting killed quite a bit, I'm sure. Oh, did you? I'll send it back to you. Yeah, I just got a couple. I didn't get a lot. I just got like the 19 shield. Because it was only like a gold. I mean, I literally like some of those shields were like, I think 1.2 gold. One was like 1.5 gold. So it's really cheap. So you sent them over? I don't think I got any mail. Of course, I don't have any enchants on them though. So but anyways, yeah, I just got a couple. Nothing crazy. Although I did buy the epic shield. Oh yeah, well that's better than what I got then. I'll send you the one I got. You can maybe, or if you want it, I'll put it in the auction house. Whatever, you know. Thank you, sir. I did get the epic shield because I finally found it for like 10, or I think I got it for like 11 gold, 11, 12 gold, which was pretty good. It was like 30 gold, 35 gold, and then I saw one for like I think it was 12 or 11 gold, and I was like, I'll take it for that much, you know. I'm down to 23 gold, so. But I got a bunch of auctions I got to list up on my banker, so maybe I'll make a couple gold. How many more we got? Knuckle dusters, looks like. The knuckle dusters. I need to get that engineering headpiece made. But I need to get more ore, so I need to be hitting all the ore nodes we see here. I don't need more highway dim. Let's just get these ores if we can. That one's beneath me. There it is. We're level 18, right? Let's see. So we've got Blessing of Freedom and Seal of Righteousness rank 3. We definitely need that. So we gotta hit the trainer as soon as we can. There's 2 more levels to go for consecration. I need the damn knuckle dusters. Okay, we do need a path stalker. There's a knuckle. Okay, we just need this guy in that duff and that. Oh, here we go. Nice. I really miss that dragon buff. She's like hitting me in the back.
You were screwed.
Done with this quest.
Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, come on, 2 more levels. 2 more levels to 20. When's the next dragon buff? I think it's still a ways off, right? We still got an hour and 10 minutes before this layer is available. Why are there so few layers? I'm so surprised. Like, is everybody still asleep? You know? What's going on, man? I thought this was a populated realm.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
Ooh, that was worth quite a bit of experience.
How are you? See you later.
Okay, we got a quest here to turn in. Ah! Sure, we probably have Red Ridge? Nothing yet.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Let's hit the auction house. Let's stock up on a few consumables that we're going to need to tank DM, probably. I got to check the mailbox. If you have 2% blocking, that's that. Damn, Zelch, you must have some CAD. You must have some gold on your character. What makes them? What's the easiest way to make money on this server, Zelch? Do you think, like, I know Grom's blood or certain things probably. Might be 30 minutes. Okay, I got you. What's the easiest way to make money? I don't want to boost people. I mean, I probably could though. Once I get my Paladin height, if I could just boost people through stockades, but I don't want to do that bullshit, man. You know me, I'm not into that crap. Boosting or being boosted. It's not really my thing. I bet a lot of people make money doing it and boosting people though. I wonder how easily I could pull stockades though once I get my gear. I bet you I could pull the whole damn. I bet you I could pull a lot of it. I haven't got the trinket yet. Keep an eye on the Uther's Light trinket. I saw it yesterday for, I think, 30 gold. What's up, Faust? How you doing, man? Hope you're feeling good today. I saw it finally got down to around 30 gold, which is more than what I have, but I do need to pick that one up. We'll see. I don't know. We're kind of back to that same scenario where everybody on the server is buying gold, you know what I mean? Because there's just no way. I mean, The prices on here are insane, man. Let's see. Yeah, 37 gold. I need this trinket, but I don't have the money yet. And Skull Flame Shield. Okay, 549. That's cheaper than... Yeah, 549. We're hoping to get the Skull Flame Shield for less than that, because that's a lot. How about Black Label? See, even this shit's expensive. Look at that, 1.4 gold for one Rumsey Rum Black Label. That's a lot of gold. Shit. BOE with Runecloth. Oh yeah. Oh, I wanted to check. What's the price of Runecloth? Because we can definitely farm Runecloth. Yeah, well, Runecloth doesn't sell now. Runecloth's not going to make you much, dude. Yeah. How about ore? How about thorium? Thorium's not that much either. Man, how do you make money on this server? That's not a lot of money either. How about crumbs? 10 gold. Fellcloth. Fellcloth's not too bad. I mean, that's a little bit better. What about thick leather? I'm telling you, man, if thick leather's 1.2 rugged. Okay, let's try this. Black Dragon. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. And the Black Dragon scales are selling for 2 gold a pop. Dude. How about... I tell you, I'm going to be a dragon scale, man. Black Dragon scale breastplate, 250 gold. Boots, 350 gold. Boots are kind of hard to make, though. I mean, you got to get some molten core regions. Green Dragon scale. This is actually a pretty good chest piece. Like, the 600 magical damage absorption is actually pretty cool. I actually had that chest piece once, and it was actually pretty useful. When you're like tanking a dungeon and you've got that, and all of a sudden you go up against some mobs that are all casting like shadow bolts, and you just pop that, and it's like pff, immune to like 3 or 4 shadow bolts. Oh man. All right, so what are we gonna? We're gonna go to Lakeshire. We got to turn this quest in here. Let's get some scrolls. We'll go turn that quest in. We'll head to Lakeshire. And then I might take a break because I haven't eaten anything today, and I'm starving. It's 1 o'clock, and I'm literally starving. I'm so hungry. Gotta get something to eat. Edgemaster's Handguards, 850 gold. Crawlblade, 350 gold.
Greetings.
Ooh, here we go. Now we're talking. Give me some of these yummy scrolls.
Light bless you.
I want to sell boost stocks, 5 golds per run. Imagine if I was selling stockade boosts, right? And I was charging 5 gold per run. That's 15 gold per person. That's 4 people. That's 60 gold. So I could spend like an hour and make 60 gold. That's not bad. Now, I'm not gonna do that because I ain't fucking doing any of that boost bullshit. But there's got to be a good way to make money. Maybe how about what's the salt shaker leather? It's the, what is it, elemental? What's the leather that's used? You know, what's that high level leather? I can't remember what it's called. Where you take leather and you use the salt shaker to make the right kind of salt, and then it's used to make elemental leather. Is it elemental leather? What is it called? Let's see. Wow, salt shaker. With deep rock salt. Creates refined deep rock salt. Refined deep rock salt is used as a reagent for cured rugged hide. Yeah, it's just cured rugged hide though. Yeah. Probably the best way to make money is still, like you said, just running dungeons. Running dungeons, getting blue items, selling the blue items in the auction house. You know, one thing that's really funny is I've said this before, but I played this game ever since 2004, right? I literally played WoW since 2004, and it wasn't until like 2020 or 22 or something that I realized that there's a staircase right here. I used to always run up these stairs, and I don't know why, but I just ran past this and never really looked at it. And it was like literally like just a couple years ago that I realized there's an actual staircase here, which, by the way, no one ever goes up this staircase, right? Because there's nothing up here. But I mean, I played the game for years. I didn't even know it was there. I'm like, you just walk right past it. You just gloss it over, man. Scotoma, man. The eye sees what it wants to see, right? Like, you just don't even notice it. It's funny. Or maybe I'm just blind and you guys all saw it. I don't know.
Light bless you. Go with honor, friend.
Hey, Vols, isn't that the sexiest guild tabard you've ever seen? I could have gone with the white one with the red cross, but there's already a guild on the server that has that exact tabard. Nobody's got this. At least I haven't seen anybody with this tabard. Alright, we've got to go to Lakeshire. Look, want to sell stock boost 13 gold. Free for all loot. Want to buy stock runs. I don't know. Maybe I should just start running people through stockades. Once I get all my gear, I don't know. I don't really want to do that, though. I don't play well with others. I don't play well with others. I like to just do my own sync kind of solo type shit. Maybe I could just, like, run stockades. I mean, SM. Just freaking full clear SM solo. I wonder what kind of money I'd make doing that.
Greetings.
What about if we soloed Onyxia? You know, there was a video back in the day of a guy who soloed Onyxia. I think it was a warrior. I'm not even kidding. Of course, I don't think he did it in vanilla. I think he might have done it in like TBC or something. I know he had I think life stealing on dual daggers or something. Let's see, Onyxia solo. So I guess it was maybe Cataclysm. Yeah. Here, Onyxia solo at 100. That's Cataclysm. Is that Cataclysm? I think it was this one's the one I was thinking. This is the Elemental Shaman, though. Yeah, that's not very impressive, though. You're doing it like freaking level 100 or something. I wonder if we could farm elites. Elites, I wonder how much experience we'd get killing elites. See, that's another thing that I haven't tested out enough. But we got to really get some good gear to do that. Level 30 is where we get Seal of Light. That's a big deal for us. Dramatically increases our survivability by a factor of 5 once we hit level 30. What's my worst gear? All right, so I've got most of this gear. Most of this gear Zelch gave me. I think almost everything I'm wearing you gave me, Zelch, except for the shoulders and the cloak. I need a cloak. I need some good shoulders. I found the bracers for 2 gold, but they had +7 stamina on them, so that was definitely worth it. Zelch gave me the shield. Zelch gave me the sword. Thank you, Zelch. We don't have any rings or neck yet. Ooh, we're in a PvP zone. That's why there's corpses everywhere. Holy shit. There's a lot of dead people here. Definitely. Just as I say that, I get sapped. And just one shot. just one. That's the first time I've died on this character. He just sapped me and then he just one-shot me. What was that like? What happened to me? What happened to me? XBD hemorrhage. He hemoed me for 520, and then he did a follow up with just like a melee hit, and I was dead. 700. Yeah. Gotta love these people killing lobies. Always. I'll never understand how you get satisfaction out of killing players that are lower level than you. I'll never understand that. You know. Never get it. Just lowbrow people. People with low intelligence.
Hey there. For the Alliance.
Or people that just aren't very skilled at PvP. Because they can't kill people at their level, so they just kill people lower level than them. Because they can actually do it. But unfortunately, on a protection paladin, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to have a lot of luck against anybody on this character unless we're doing a.
You need something?
You know, if we're playing like if we're going up against like a rogue or a warrior and we have decent gear, we've got a shot. But outside of that, we're kind of screwed. The worst is going against a shadow priest or like a warlock. They just like fear you and you're dead. It's like that's it. They fear you and you're dead.
How are you?
And you have no like if you. I mean, there's things you can do. I mean, if you've got like a full like resist set, if you've got like if we've got the shadow reflector, you know, if you've got like the engineering item, we could equip that. So there are definitely things you can do to kind of fight casters, but it is pretty difficult. But it's doable, definitely doable. Also, potions, get some magic resistance potions that can actually make a big difference as well.
Well met. Safe travels. Need help? Be careful.
All right, what we got? We got 54 minutes on probably the first Oni buff I can grab today. And we don't have skinning anymore. Bummer. This whole time we didn't have Retribution Aura up. Ah, fucking noob. Noob alert. Right here, noob. Don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for the buffs, Druid. You know, I buffed the Druid. She just keeps running. Thank you. Thanks for the buffs. Nice to see you. See you later. Oh, the Guild to you. It started. Well, it was. I would say that this UI is a little bit more minimalistic than the Guild Wars 2 UI. And so I still like the Guild Wars 2 UI. But I felt like this was just a little bit more minimalistic. It's been a while since I actually used the Guild Wars 2 UI. I started having issues with it in different versions. Like when I was playing, like I think TBC or Wrath, the Lich King, there were some bugs with it. And so I started using, once I found Bartender, I kind of liked Bartender because it was I felt like the game ran a little smoother with Bartender than with the Guild Wars 2 UI. Felt like, but I did like the Guild Wars 2 UI. But it's been a while since I've used it. I just felt like this was a little bit cleaner. Shit, these guys are like level 21. What am I, level 18? But it is still really good. It's a really good UI. Yeah, I can't do 10. Oh, thank you. Finally, a nice person. But yeah, it is really good. Guild Wars 2 UI is really cool. I like it. I definitely like it. I think the biggest reason I think I stopped using it is I was playing a later version of WoW and it was kind of buggy in that version. And then when I went back, I had like reinstalled I think the WoW client, or I was on a different server or something. And I just like didn't set it up because I had found that Bartender worked pretty nice. And Bartender has the ability to show or hide. The biggest thing I liked about the Guild Wars 2 UI, one of the biggest things, is that you could show or hide action bars. So you can do the same thing with Bartender. I can show or hide different elements of the game, and but yeah, I'll have to go back and look at some videos of me using the Guild Wars 2 UI just to see, because if I do like it better than this, maybe I'll go back to it. It is great. I mean, it is fantastic UI for sure. I don't think it would be hard to find. Let's see. Paladin. Maybe this one. Anything from like 3-4 years ago probably is Guild Wars 2 UI, or maybe this should be Guild Wars 2 UI, I would think. No. Okay, how about 2 years ago? 1 year ago? There you go. Here's Guild Wars 2 UI. Let's compare. Yeah, it is nice. I mean, you can see how clean the interface is. It's even cleaner than Bartender. I think the biggest reason is I felt like this was, well, I don't know. There was some reason I went away from it. But it may not have been like the best reason, But yeah, the Guild Wars 2 is very clean. I mean, look at how clean my interface is. Now let's see what it looks like when I actually fight something. All right, let's get into combat here. And I used, you can see these little graphics here above. These are this is another add-on. I just did those to add a little bit of flavor. This shows that I currently have a target. I think this shows that I currently have Seal of Righteousness up. I believe. I can't quite remember. It does look nice. It does look really good. It actually does. It actually does look better. It actually does look better, Dragon. I might have to go back to the Guild Wars 2 UI. I don't really remember why. I think there were some bugs in it, and that's why. You know what I mean? There were some bugs, and so this guy's level 20. Shit.
Lovely.
Right. What's this guy? Level 19. Nice. Yeah, maybe we'll set it up. The only problem is there is quite a bit of like setup on it, you know. There is a little bit of finagling it to get it set up the way I like. It does look better though. Shit. 100% looks better, Dragon. I'm trying to think if I want the Guild Wars 2 if there's any add-ons I would be getting rid of. I don't think so. I mean, we wouldn't be basically the only difference is that we'd just be swapping out Bartender, I think, for Guild Wars 2. I think that's probably the only difference. I think I'd still use most of the other add-ons I have. I'm just killing it here because I didn't feel like doing any quests. And also, the nice thing about killing in the caves is usually the people that PvP in Lakeshire, they don't usually come into the caves. So if I'm like out doing quests in Lakeshire and there's a lot of people PvPing, it kind of sucks because you're just going to get killed a lot. And by coming into the caves here, you just don't get attacked by PvPers because they don't bother. They don't bother coming in here. Okay, this is going to be a little tricky.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I see that.
Lovely. You were screwed.
I don't want to bubble if I don't have to. Let's see if we can... Nah, I don't think we have to bubble.
You were screwed.
This guy's dual wielding makes it hard to get off a cast, though. 26 seconds on Hodge. Now we're fine.
Lovely.
We're fine. This guy's got nothing. You ain't nothing, buddy. You ain't nothing. The cool thing is when you get you know, shield, like a shield spike on your shield, those guys, the dual wield character, any person who dual wields and hits you like that really quickly will just kill themselves. I mean, they literally will be killing themselves because they'll be doing so much damage to themselves because of your shield spike. It's actually awesome. I love fighting guys like this when I have shield spike and, like, you know, Blessing of Sanctuary. I mean, they just shred themselves on your shield spike. It's actually quite satisfying to see that, actually. Should we try it, Dragon? Let's try it. Here, let's do this really quick. Oh, wow. I don't know. And we want classic, right? Updated February, that's good. It was updated 12 days ago. Let's download this. And we're going to go add-ons. And all we're going to get rid of is... It's going to get rid of Bartender. We'd probably need to get rid of Mask as well. Because we're not going to... I don't think Mask will work with Guild Wars 2. Okay. Did it download yet? Open. Copy this. Copy. Boop. Bada bing, bada boom. Interface. And it's a big add-on. But it is. I love Guild Wars 2. But there's a lot I like getting it, configuring it just the way I like. Is quite a lot to it. So maybe I'll set it up. Maybe I'll fix it up. 'Cause I'm going to take a break here to get something to eat. So maybe we'll fuck around with it while I'm eating my lunch. Alright. Close this down. We're going to go into the game without Bartender. Okay. And then we're going to just do a quick reload. This ought to be interesting. Yeah. We could, yeah, it's really... I probably don't have any other characters with the settings. You see how... Look how everything's all fucked up? Like, it's totally, like, all fucked up. I mean, there's a lot of settings in Guild Wars 2 UI to get it the way I like, you know? So it's a very... It'll take me a while to get it configured correctly. That could be another reason why I didn't set it up. Because this is my new computer. It's possible that I just didn't want to go through the process of kind of configuring everything, because it is kind of a pain in the ass. But what we can do too is, if I can find, like, let's see, I don't know. Because this is a new computer, so I don't know if I copied over. If I copied over an account that had the old settings, you know what I mean? That had them. Yeah, I mean, I still have, like, but I kept the folders though. So if we go here, I'm pretty sure I kept, because basically I moved my hard drives from my old computer to my new computer. So I just took these, you know, I took my 980 Pro and I pulled it from my old drive and just put it in this one. And I'm pretty sure I left WoW installed and just pointed the new, and just reinstalled the launcher and pointed it to the new drive letter location, because the drive letter's probably changed. So it's quite possible that if we go, yeah, see, you can see we have a lot of different servers. So all we have to do, if we go to, like, Bloodsail Buccaneers, maybe we just go look at the dates on these. Let's go to CuteFaith. We might actually, if we go to Saver, let's see if we've got Guild Wars 2. We do. Let's try this. We're gonna take some of these files, right? And then we're gonna go to account. This one, I think. No, this doesn't look right, does it? Oh no, they're NightSlayer. Save variables, and let's see, Guild Wars 2 doesn't even exist, right? So let's paste that. Let's go back to here, go back to interface. Save variables, okay, good. Count. And let's say Buccaneers. CuteFaith. Now, do we have... That's it, though. I don't know if this is going to do anything. I have no idea. It doesn't really look like it did anything. Shit. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll have to... I'll fuck around with it. I'll set it up. I do love the Guild Wars 2 UI, so no doubt about it. I think it'll be cool to go back to Guild Wars 2 UI. I mean, just looking at it again, I'm like, oh yeah, this... I like, because what I like about the Guild Wars 2 UI is it almost feels like it fits the WoW art style. Like, when you look at the character, the way they look, and then you look at the kind of the art style of the buttons and stuff, it really, and even like the windows, it all feels like it could have easily been made for World of Warcraft, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It feels like it could have been like a UI that just works really well for WoW, so we just have to configure it. Because there's so many settings, man. What's this druid doing? Look at my UI is all fucked up. Oh shit! No, we got bubble run. Bubble run. We're just gonna run out of here. At least try to, anyway. Can you get me? Can you get me? Come get some. Alright. What? Shit. They're still coming.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
You were screwed.
Lay on hands! You can't kill a paladin. There's too many crazy, ridiculous things they have. Okay, so what we can do is, just to help us set up the Guild Wars 2 UI, is we'll take a screenshot of my old UI, so we know what it looks like. And do we have a building with stairs? This has stairs, so let's go in here. Avoid all the PvPers, right? We'll just take a little nice chair here in the corner. And here we go. Now this is classic WoW hardcore. Let's try doing this. Okay. I want to find a later version of this leveling stream that we were doing. If we can. Yeah, 1 year ago, perfect. Year ago, level. I'd like to get one where I'm a little bit higher level, but yeah. Oh well. Yeah, we're a little bit higher level here. Oh, we're actually. Oh, this is actually retail. This is actually retail. Wow. Interesting. Yeah. Skullrock, yeah, this is hardcore. Hardcore on Skullrock. This is classic vanilla. Alright, this is a pretty good shot. This gives us a pretty good view. Okay, let it roll. Oops. I want to get it with the target up. Look, I was pulling like... Check this out. What level was I? I was level 21 here, and I'm pulling 5 mobs at once. Check this out. This is what we're going to be doing on this character, right? I was level 21 here, and I'm pulling, you know, 5 mobs. That's pretty good. Of course, look, I was an alchemist. Zelch, you look at that. I was an alchemist. Makes me want to be an alchemist again. I know, man. Look, I was doing it here, and I'm pulling like 5 mine. And you can see I've got all the alchemy buffs. So yeah, I think we should go. I think we should go. I mean, alchemy is really good, and plus, it's a good way to make money. We can make money with alchemy. You know, we can make potions and sell them for pretty good profit. Let me get... Oh, and I love the Guild Wars 2. You even have the Guild Wars 2 bar styles in Recount. See that? That's freaking awesome. I love that. That just looks so good, right? Alright, so this is good now. Let's take a screenshot of this. Yeah, I think the Guild Wars 2 UI does look better. I'm not sure why I went away from it, to be honest. I don't really know. That is a question. That is the question. Okay. All right. Okay, so oh my god. Woo boy. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a lot of configuration. Yeah. Well, we know this the sizing obviously is a big difference. So we're gonna Guild Wars 2 UI set up. Okay, let's do that. Okay, first off, I don't believe I use the Guild Wars 2. I do use the Guild Wars 2 quest, but I did a bunch of stuff around the quest. So let's go cancel. Oh my god, it's gonna take me forever to get this set up. Okay, we don't use. No, we do use the mini map. Oh, okay, yeah. We need to use the mini map. We're not using sexy map. We're using the Guild Wars 2. So So we can get rid of sexy map. We don't need scrap either, because Guild Wars 2 has its own thing. Don't need bartender. Probably don't need that either. We're not going to need coup either, because we're using Guild Wars 2. See, we don't need coup either. We're not going to... I don't know if we'll use Leatrix maps or not. I can't remember. We probably don't need move any either. Do we have a... I want to see if I'm using... Let's see. No, I don't... No, the poison. Man, I was kicking some butt, man. Yeah, we are using classic threat meter. So, yeah, I don't think we're using quartz. Not using range to slay. Not using Sepium map. We're not using that. We don't need what's training either, because Guild Wars 2 has that. We don't need that. Alright, I think that's it. Why does it keep wanting to redo this? Start installation, next, set up chat, CVR. Complete. It keeps wanting to do it all over again. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's try exiting the game and restarting it. Because it feels like something's screwy.
I've also survived, no thanks to you. Did I not?
Was it 2022? Yeah. I've been playing hardcore for a long time. Long time. Alright, so that on some of the stuff wasn't working quite right. Okay, this looks right. Everything looks good. Yeah, it all looks correct. Okay, well it didn't bring up the installation again, which is a good thing. Okay. Wow, everything is all screwy. I gotta remember how to customize everything. Key binding, move. Okay, there we go. Ah, I'm so anal. It has to be perfect. So what we need to do, this is going to be hard to do. What we need to do is we need to just get a shot of we need to get a shot of me on this character where I pull up the UI. And I'm sure in here somewhere, especially if we go to an older version of this video. Let's go here. Let's just pull all these up, right? One of these we're going to find, like, what level am I? And this is the first one, right? It looks like I'm level 1. Okay, cool. So somewhere in here we should be configuring. Of course, unfortunately, I already had, you can see I had, the thing is we had, I'm a total nerd. I had like, every time I create a character, I had a profile. So if I could somehow find the profile, like the profile, then we could just do that. So I don't know where it saves the profile, but if we could find one of those profiles, we could probably just import it. I just don't know where it stores the profile, interface, add-ons. It should be in Guild Wars 2. No, because see, we didn't have it. I'm surprised that I didn't have it. That I didn't have the profile, like programs, World of Warcraft. No, it's not here. Because it would just save us so much time if we could find that profile. Wow, things to save. No, that's not it. Ooh, wait a minute. Guild Wars 2? Would it be in here? This is from what's the date? 2023. Character? No. We could ask the designer. I just asked the developer. And we copied these Guild Wars 2 files, but that didn't seem to do us any good. Oh, you know what we didn't try, though? We didn't try import. In case that maybe it was already there when we pulled those files over. Oh, wow. Look what I'm seeing. How do I load it? It didn't work. Fuck me. I mean, I have some of these here, but they're not, there's no load button. Why is that? Here. No, it didn't do anything. Well, yeah, but you got to realize when I pulled the hard drive from the old computer and put it in the new computer. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're welcome, dude. So I mean, really, all the files from all the WoW settings that were on the hard drive on my old computer are still here. You know, I saved them. So, but these profiles aren't working, unfortunately. I'm going to these profiles and it's not doing anything. Oh, wait a minute. That did something. Ooh, oh, there we go. That worked. Look at that. We just saved ourselves a shit ton of time. Now we're back to the lonely new profile, which is pretty good. Look at that. We got our target. We got our target of target. We rescaled our bars. We rescaled the buffs. Here's our bars down here. They're already hidden, and they're showing correctly. Oh, man, boom. We're done. We're done. Ready to rock and roll. Look at that. I told you, man. I'm not a complete moron. When I moved that shit from the old computer, I'm like, I wanted to save most of this stuff in case I ever wanted, you know. But now look, now the action cam's not working. Okay, the action cam is not working, so we're gonna have to try to fix that. Oh wait. Oh, it is working. I just have myself targeted. Look at that. All right, let's kill some mobs and see what it looks like. Yeah, and here's my bags. Oh, and the other thing that's nice about the Guild Wars 2 is we've got the compact, we've got sort, we got all kinds of stuff. Sell junk automatically. You know, this is one bag. You can separate the bags if you want. You can check this out. You can just click here. You can click this button, boom, auto sort. You know, plus, like I said, I've always felt like the Guild Wars 2, we could also change the size of this too if we want it to be smaller. You can say, see, that's the bigger version of the bag. And here's the smaller version. You can also separate the bags if you want. You can go here and say separate, and now you've got all the bags separate. I mean, personally, I don't like that. You can also just easily grab it and scale it. Check that out. I mean, it's the best UI. There is no better UI than Guild Wars 2 UI. I don't remember why I stopped using it. I guess I'm just a moron. Because I really shouldn't have, because it is such a good UI. Now, we do have some other weird stuff. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, this is just showing some other icons. Looking for group. Oh, layer 2. We can move this down here. I'm not sure what NA means. Yeah, I mean, I didn't, yeah, when I moved my computer from the new computer, we do have to change the, okay, so my chat log is a little too big. Let's see. How do I unlock? Unlock window. We're going to rescale this a little bit. Here. Scale this out. Oh, it doesn't, oh, it goes behind. Nice. Sweet. So it goes behind. That's good. Okay, lock. We got log, we got loot, log, general. Sweet. Yeah, it's super clean. You can see these, this means I'm PvP flagged. See how there's the sword pommels here? That means that we're currently PvP flagged, and that's just because we're on a PvP server. That's how you can tell if you're PvP flagged or not. Let's see what it looks like. Now, we are going to have to muck around. Okay, so the nameplate is up here, though. And I think that, okay, that I have to look at. I don't think we want that. Oh, shit. What's he talking about? Hey, what? I ain't paying no toll. All right, so let's go back. He wants to kill me. He's going to have to come into the water to get me. Let's go back to our video, because I want to see... Oh, he did come after me? So this douchebag... Again, these people like this have no life, right? Like, if you were sitting around NightSlayer killing low-level characters, I'm sorry, you have no fucking life. I mean, you're probably somebody who's sitting at home, has a shitty job, makes very little money, you're hating your life, and this is the only way you can feel better about yourself. I mean, seriously, because it just is stupid, man. It's in the settings, and if you want alt damage, it's a box you click. Well, what I'm trying to remember is I don't think I showed it. Like, I don't think I show like the nameplate. I mean, or maybe I do. I just don't remember. That's why I have to go back and look at my other character and see what's going on. If it's something that I use or not. And I'm sure I probably do. You know? Oops, I missed my jump there. Let me, I just want to see, like, what happens when I'm in combat. Where is my other video? That's not it.
Reckoning.
That's not it. Shit, where'd it go? Did I close it? Here it is. Here it is. No, see, I was using an add-on. If you look, what I was using was, yeah, no, I can tell that I was using it as an enemy nameplate. I was actually not using CUI nameplates. I was using, this is another add-on called, I'm trying to remember the name of this one, but it's just an add-on. So that's easy enough to fix, right? We're just going to use CUI because we like CUI better anyway. So we're just going to go to add-ons. We're going to go to CUI. I was going to take a break anyway because I got to eat lunch. And we're just going to turn CUI back on, right? And now let's test it out. Okay, everything's looking pretty good. Okay. Let's go kill something. So we are going to go alchemy. I think we are going to go back and do alchemy. I just think alchemy is good. Alchemy is just a great product. It's good for making money. It's also good for pretty much every scenario. You know, it's good for survivability. It's going to make my AoE, AoE better. So I think so. See that? Yeah. So now we've got QA nameplates, which look great, right? Looks great. I think we have to turn on everything. Now, this is one thing with the Guild Wars 2 is you will have to. I noticed that the background texture pops in when we're in combat. We'll have to look at that, and it disappears when we're out of combat. What else? So one thing in Guild Wars 2 that I noticed before is the scrolling combat text. So we have to go into options, and you have to go into interface. Combat here, and you have to turn off this show target damage, right? So now I go and attack, and we don't want to see the damage on the bar here. See, now we're not seeing the damage numbers here where we were before because we have it with big scrolling battle text, which we're gonna have to tweak that as well, right? All right. So let's go back here, and I want to see what I'm looking for is where is my damage numbers, and I just moved them up higher here. That's all I really did. And I'm also using this add-on here called Super. I can't remember the name of this. It's like a add-on allows you to put textures and kind of scale them and place them in different places, and you can specify what they're for. Like so, whenever I'm casting. I think what this is whenever the target's judged, I think with one of my judgments, this shows up. It's either that or my seal. I think this means my seal of righteousness here is up. So if you, let's log out of here. So when I use seal, and you see here's my seal's currently up on my character. If I judge seal, this yellow here probably will disappear. Let's find out if that's true. I'm just curious. Watch when I judge. So you notice I judge, my seal's gone, and it disappeared. So that's just a little visual I added to show that currently a seal is active. Seal of righteousness is active. When I judge the target with seal, now we're going to see this red one appear next to the frame that shows that he currently has seal of righteousness judged on him. I think. See, there it popped up. So that's just something I did because sometimes it's easy to forget that the seal is upper, but the way I got around that with my current UI is we have the weak aura, right? So now we don't need that really because we've got this weak ore here, which tells me that seal is not up. And when I put it up, that disappears. Okay. Nice. Thanks, Dragon. I'm kind of happy that you got me. I see the layer here is disappearing. We'll just put it below. I'm kind of happy you got me back to using the Guild Wars 2 UI. I really kind of forgot about it. I didn't forget about it. I just, for some reason, I changed it. Now, the other thing that's cool is now we can go into here and we can go to settings and we can go to appearance and there's Guild Wars 2 bars. So we could Guild Wars 2's UI. And now the actual bars down here also have the texture of Guild Wars 2. Because when you install Guild Wars 2 UI, it actually adds those bars into Recount. And you notice that certain add-ons are smart that way. They must be looking for resources in different areas of the hard drive. And they get updated automatically by certain add-ons that get installed because they're using the same locations for graphical elements. So you can see now we can use the Guild Wars 2 bar texture, which is like you see here. Look at that beautiful mana bar. It's actually, I never realized it was animated. Yeah. Yeah, but now, yeah, we got it all set up now. Let me go back to Vignette. Yeah, I like the dark. Let's do the HDR. Let's go back to levels. Let's crank this up a little bit. I'm going to darken the screen even more. It just makes it feel more immersive, I think, when the screen's dark. Yeah. Well, you know I'm totally got ADHD. My minimap's probably a little bit big. We'll probably scale that down at some point, but it's fine. Let's do another combo here. Looking good. I love the XP bar, though. The XP bar on the bartender was just right here. And it was so tiny you couldn't see it. Now you can see it really well, so that's cool.
How generous.
That's what I like to see, people buffing each other. Gotta love it. Yeah, it looks way better. Thanks, Dragon. I'm actually stoked now. That's sweet. Let's go back to Stormwind because we're gonna try to get the buff here. The buff should be coming out pretty soon. Pull what bars down? What are you saying? Let's check.
Open for business.
Oh, we're gonna have to turn off the immersive. Yeah, we don't want that. I think it's called, let's see, setup. No, not setup. Close. Where's TUI? This one. We don't want. Enable the revamped and improved quest tracker. Okay. The Blizzard options. What about Blizzard options? Pull them bars down to show in options. I'm not sure what you're talking about, dude. You're gonna have to be more specific. Blizzard options action bars. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, right here. I'm not really sure what you want me to do. You trying to hide them or something? Well, I don't know which bar is which over here. I think these are 3 and 4. Are you just talking about... I mean, I don't see any difference between whether these are turned on or turned off. They're still showing here. You know what I mean? This is the main bar. I don't see any difference. I don't see anything different. I'm not sure what you're expecting me to see. I don't see any difference between whether these are turned on or not. When I highlight over them, I don't see any difference. So. Highlight, what is JOK? Highlight Jock, not set then. Hey, what's up, Zalcidi? Zalcidi. No, I don't see any difference whether these are checked or unchecked. I mean, now this bar doesn't show up. Is that what you're saying? Like these still show up? But like these don't? Maybe that's what you're saying. I don't know. Yeah. You must have old man eyes also. But I'm not sure what you expect me to see. The only thing I can see is that these on the right still show up, whether they're checked or not, whereas these did like disappear. Like when we go into options, action bars, and I'm not sure which one's which though. We have to go into the Guild Wars 2 UI and say, what is it, move? Where is it? Where's move? All right, so yeah, and these don't give the numbers. They just say, you know, right action bar, left action bar, you know, bottom left, bottom right. Yeah. Yeah, it's what Guild Wars 2 calls them and everything. But these are like 3 and 4. These are probably like 5. One of these is 5. I think this is 3. This is 4. This is probably 5. I don't know where 6 is though, because you got 1. Here, let's go to options, key binding, and you can see Shift E is this one. So this is bar 5. It's actually different. This is bar 5. Bar 4 is this one, so it's 4 and 5. 2 is going to be it's going to be this one. This is 2, which makes this one 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? Yeah. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Oh yeah, this is the anniversary hardcore realm. Not hardcore, sorry. Anniversary PvP realm. Not the hardcore one though, just the regular. And the Onyxia buff is resetting in layer 3 in 4 minutes. So if I sit my character here for about 10 minutes, we're probably going to get an Onyxia buff, I would imagine. Actually, we just got one. Look at that, 2 hours. Shit. We just got one. I didn't even see a drop. So did it just drop? Yeah, I didn't even see it drop, but we got it. And we got the tooltip down here. Yeah, everything's looking good. I'd say these bars are bigger than they need to be. That was one thing I'd probably change. I'd go into Guild Wars 2. Let's go to move HUD. These bars here are bigger than they need to be. So let's scale this down to like 80. This one too. Doesn't need to be this big. And we're going to lock. And then we're going to go here. I don't know if I can save. I don't know. I don't like to mess with the profiles too much. No problem, Drag. No, thanks. No, thanks for getting me to switch back, because I have always been a big fan of the Guild Wars 2. Now, another bug you notice here is like when I move my mouse off, the background color of the chat window wasn't dark enough. So what you want to do is you want to go into here and you want to make sure that it's weird how this works. This should be the alpha, right? Yeah, this is the alpha. You want to make sure that all these are the same. It still doesn't look like it's working quite right. Yeah, there. See, now you can see it darkens up when I hover over it. But when I click off, see how it lightens up? But now it's still fairly dark, so. But you gotta, the one bug on here is that, at least, I don't know if it's still a bug, is that you have to change it for each tab, whereas in regular Blizzard interface, you don't have to do that. If you just change it in one, if you change this background color, it works for all. Whereas in the Guild Wars 2, I noticed that I had to do it in all of them individually. Oh, we also need to lock this. Oh no, it is locked. Okay, cool. But anyways, I'm gonna take a break. I haven't eaten anything all day, so I gotta eat something. I think most of it's. I think there's more customization than there used to be, but it definitely has always been really, really good. And we need to tell the developer because I actually found it. So where is? I don't know. Here, hold on a second. Get rid of this. And never mind. We can delete this because we're able to salvage our old UI. Yeah, but I'm gonna make some pizza. I got a pizza I'm gonna throw in the oven. And then we're gonna have to do alchemy. So we're gonna drop engineering, we're gonna drop mining, we're gonna pick up alchemy, and we're gonna have to go pick up herbs and get a bunch of herbs. You saw that if we still have that other, yeah, you saw here we were, look at that, I mean, we were.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I mean, you see here, I was pulling 5 mobs at a time. I'm only level 21 here. I'm level 21 here, and I'm AoE farming at level 21 on a protection paladin. People talk about like a protection paladin can't AoE farm it at low levels, and not. This is the video right here showing you can do it, right? Because I did it, right? This is me pulling like 5 mobs at once. Now, the reason I'm able to do this is, I mean, I probably have fishing, but you can see I've got light Rumsey Rum Ale, which is going to give me like, I don't know how much stamina is, maybe 5 or something. But then I've got, you know, my alchemy. So my alchemy buffs and the light Rumsey Rum, and then of course I got a priest buff and of course a food buff. But you know, you want to have a lot of stamina, but you can certainly do it. You can certainly AoE level as low as level 21. So, like if you want, you know, or if I needed money, I could listen. So, and you can see that my screen looks better than this. Yeah, because I'm using. I don't know if I was using reshade here or not. It doesn't really look like it. Looks pretty bland, to be honest. So, anyways, I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, thanks. Good to see you, Zalson. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break just for like, I don't know, an hour or something, like an hour, get something to eat, and then I'll come back and I want to get the alchemy up there because the goal is when we hit 21 to start AoE leveling. We want to AoE level. I want to try to AoE level all the way to 60. I don't really, because you know me, I don't like doing quests, and so we're just gonna like grind, man. So, but we're gonna try to get really good gear though. But I mean, as we AoE level, we'll be selling all the greens we get in the auction house, so we should make a little bit of money, you know. And then we'll just beg other people to give us gold. We'll do the streamer thing. We'll do like the OnlyFans thing. We'll just go into town and trade with people and say, "Give me gold." That's what I hate about like big streamers. Is that, like someone like Asmongold or someone like Zaryu, and any of these streamers that are fairly big streamers, they can just go into a major city and just stand there, and people will just trade with them. I mean, they literally like will go to their mailbox and open their mailbox up, and there'll be like items, gold, loot, just because people will sit there and just send them shit. They don't even have to ask them anything. You know, they just, you know, all they have to do is do a stream, say, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to level this character, and I need some money to buy some gear." Next thing you know, their mailbox is full of shit. You know. The streamer privilege, man. But I've gotten a little bit of that going on because Zelch has been supplying me. Most of the gear I'm wearing right now, Zelch got me. Like this sword with with the flaming or the fiery enchant. Zelch got me this. So I'm getting some streamer privilege too, apparently. So I'll catch you guys later, man. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Peace out. Peace out.